Kristen Bell has officially joined the ranks of Netflix's highest-paid comedy stars, and the entertainment world can't stop talking about the massive financial leap she just secured. What began as a charming, slightly quirky romantic comedy series has now turned into one of the streaming giant's most surprising salary success stories, with Kristen Bell at the center of it all. Reports confirm that for Season 2 of Netflix's Nobody Wants This, Kristen Bell is now taking home more than $250,000 per episode, an enormous upgrade compared to the roughly $50,000 per episode she reportedly earned during the show's first season. That's a five-fold increase, the kind of jump that signals not just popularity but a powerful combination of market demand, global viewership, and Netflix's willingness to invest heavily when a show begins to take off in unexpected ways. The platform makes its money from subscriber growth, binge-worthy content, and international momentum. And with this series, Kristen Bell has proven once again that she is one of Hollywood's most dependable and bankable names. What makes this raise even more interesting is that Nobody Wants This had a mixed critical reception when it first debuted. Critics were split. Some dismissed it as formulaic, while others appreciated its emotional undercurrents and comedic timing. But audiences told a very different story, and in the streaming era, the audience voice often speaks louder than the critics' opinions. Netflix's internal algorithm reportedly flagged the show as a high completion, high rewatch series, exactly the kind of behavior that signals strong long-term value. Kristen's chemistry with Adam Brody became a major selling point, driving social media conversation and fan demand for more episodes. And as the streaming market becomes more competitive, Netflix has been extremely aggressive in locking down stars who can deliver guaranteed engagement. This is the same logic behind paying top-tier checks to comedy names like Jerry Seinfeld, Kevin Hart, and major sitcom casts. When Netflix sees momentum, they put their money where the data is. Kristen Bell's career trajectory explains exactly why she commands this kind of financial leverage. Long before her Netflix deals, Kristen had already built a reputation as a steady hitmaker, someone who delivers charm, vulnerability, comedic timing, and mass appeal all in one package. Her breakout as Veronica Mars created one of the most dedicated fandoms of the early 2000s. Her voice work as the beloved Princess Anna in Disney's Frozen cemented her global recognition. And her performance in NBC's The Good Place showcased her comedic range in a way that felt both modern and timeless. On The Good Place, she earned around $125,000 per episode, a strong salary for network television, which accumulated to more than $6 million across the show's run. But even that paycheck pales compared to the long-term value she gained from starring in a blockbuster Disney franchise. Frozen was a cultural phenomenon worth billions, and although voice actors aren't paid the enormous salaries seen in live-action superhero films, the royalties, bonuses, and brand power associated with appearing in such a global juggernaut elevated her Hollywood status tremendously. Kristen's growing net worth, estimated at around $60 million, is not the result of acting alone. One of the biggest drivers of her wealth comes from entrepreneurship. Along with her husband, actor and podcast host Dax Shepard, she co-founded Hello Bello, an eco-friendly baby product brand that disrupted the family care market. The company generates about $10 million in annual revenue, and although it faced challenges, its branding and mission resonated strongly with millennial families. Kristen's ability to connect her celebrity identity to ethical, sustainable products made her more than just an actress. It transformed her into a marketable public figure who could leverage fame into diversified income streams. Add endorsement deals with Neutrogena, Samsung, and La-Z-Boy, and you see the full picture of why Kristen Bell is not just a successful actress, but a fully formed celebrity business ecosystem. Every endorsement she takes is aligned with her image: warm, relatable, health-conscious, and family-friendly. This consistency is what brands pay for, and Kristen has mastered it. Her financial strategy extends beyond entertainment and branding. She has invested heavily in real estate, purchasing a $4.3 million mansion in Los Angeles, as well as acquiring an apartment complex, which provides passive rental income. This is not a star who spends recklessly or relies purely on acting income. Instead, Kristen has quietly built an empire that generates revenue even when cameras aren't rolling, which is exactly why she has remained financially stable throughout a career spanning comedy, drama, voice acting, animation, and television. Hollywood insiders frequently point to her as an example of financial intelligence blended with consistent artistic output. But perhaps the most fascinating part of this story is how Kristen Bell wasn't originally supposed to star in Nobody Wants This. The show's creator, Erin Foster, had intended to cast herself in the lead role. She developed the series based loosely on her own life experiences, weaving in her humor, relationships, and perspective on modern romance. However, Netflix pushed strongly for Kristen Bell, believing she would bring wider global recognition and instant credibility to the show. The decision has now proven to be a commercially brilliant move. Kristen's star power elevated the show's visibility, and her involvement reportedly played a significant role in securing Netflix's investment into a second season. Now, the news of her massive salary increase is generating even more publicity for the show, adding a new layer of intrigue as fans wait for Season 2 to drop. Netflix is known for playing a long-game strategy. Once they identify a show with strong binge metrics and international appeal, they scale the investment dramatically. Kristen's jump to $250,000 plus per episode aligns with this pattern. To put it in perspective, with 8 episodes in the upcoming season, Kristen Bell is earning approximately $2 million for the new season alone, potentially more if bonuses or performance incentives kick in. And Netflix often structures deals with additional perks, especially for actors who influence viewership numbers. If Season 2 becomes a breakout hit, Kristen's earning potential could climb even higher, possibly reaching the $300,000 per episode range if the show extends into future seasons. That would place her alongside stars from Netflix's biggest comedy franchises. Kristen Bell's rise in streaming salary symbolizes a broader shift in Hollywood. The era of traditional network paychecks is changing, replaced by streaming deals that reward global recognition rather than domestic Nielsen ratings. Netflix doesn't care about the old model. They care about trending charts in over 90 countries, spike patterns after social media buzz, and how many viewers finish a season within 48 hours. Kristen's star power generates exactly that kind of data. She has fans across multiple generations. Teens who grew up with Frozen, millennials who loved Veronica Mars, families who adored her wholesome branding with Dax Shepard, and adults who followed her through comedic and dramatic roles. She brings multi-generational pull, which is rare and extremely valuable in modern entertainment. As Season 2 production wraps, Netflix insiders say energy behind the show is noticeably stronger. The buzz around Kristen's salary alone has triggered huge online conversation, making the show trend on social platforms long before new footage has aired. Adam Brody, her co-star, has also received more attention because of the renewed buzz, and fans of both actors are eagerly awaiting the next chapter of the series. With streaming wars intensifying, Netflix wants original content that differentiates them. Nobody Wants This could become one of those sleeper hits that starts modestly and becomes a cultural conversation topic by Season 3 or 4, a pattern that has repeated with multiple unexpected Netflix successes. As of now, Kristen Bell stands in the elite category of streaming actors, whose salaries reflect global impact rather than domestic acclaim. And whether the show continues for multiple seasons or not, this raise proves one thing clearly. Kristen Bell is officially recognized as a premium-tier Hollywood talent whose presence guarantees audience engagement, brand visibility, and streaming success. Netflix didn't just pay her more, they doubled down on her long-term value, her proven reputation, and her unique ability to balance humor, vulnerability, relatability, and charisma in ways few actors can replicate. Love the show or not, Kristen Bell has earned her place in the top salary bracket, and her journey from small-screen star to streaming powerhouse is one of the most impressive trajectories in contemporary entertainment.